We'll go with that.
And we got to talk about, video games, of course, for the audience. That's what they really,
Of course,
they
that's
really
why
fuck
they're
with.
here.
Did you start Mistborn?
No,
Okay.
I told you I went to Red Rising Sons of Ares.
You're right, you did. Sorry. I don't know. Apparently, it's super good. It's like the best fantasy novel out there, allegedly. I don't know.
No, it's not.
Red Rising sci-fi, not fantasy.
What's the difference?
One's in space and one's not.
So sci-fi is just space. It could be everything the same, but if you kept all of Red Rising on Earth, it would be considered fantasy.
Correct.
That's
Typically with magic.
Dumb as shit.
Typically with magic and monsters. Stuff like that. Listen, I didn't make the rules. I just follow
them. Yeah, why? You don't even know who made them. Why do you have to follow them?
Because I like rules, man. They make me feel good. I'm not an anarchist. I'm not an anarchist like you are.
You're a sheeple.
I'm a rule follower.
You're a sheeple.
I like being told what to do. Makes my life easy.
Yeah, sure. Do you like being told what to say too?
Yes. Buffalo Trace today. What do you got? What do you got going on? What do you got going on over there?
Some South Dakota honey whiskey.
Oh.
You can see it. I don't know if you can see how cloudy it is because of the honey. I had to shake it up because the honey starts settling in it.
Oh, you've got real honey.
Yeah. And it's, like I said, South Dakota brand.
Yeah.
You're not looking. You just said yeah. You didn't even fucking look up. You were pouring your shot.
Oh, yeah. South Dakota. Wow.
We don't have a lot of places that make whiskey around here, so you got to be proud of it when you do.
I guess that's fair. I don't think a lot of South Dakota has export.
Considering most of our state is covered in crops.
I figured.
Makes crops sense. And cattle.
I can respect it. Sorry, our main exports are beers, babes, and Battlestar Galactica. So no biggie. Apparently, Matthew McConaughey is trying to make a new Hollywood here in Texas.
Hasn't Joe Rogan already started that?
I think they're going in on it together. And that sounds like ass.
Yeah.
That's not something that I want. But whatever. Joe Rogan for president. Listen, I've gotten first for all the shots recently, so it's your turn.
Great. You always say, I've got a shot. Can I go first?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, it's that time of year again. It's actually really late in the year for us, considering it's the middle of February, and we got snow, realistically, for the first time.
Yeah.
And our plows had to go out. And so my shout out is to all plow drivers, because that's got to be a tough job. I know I was talking to somebody, everybody who works for our city has to be part of a plow crew and drive either a blade or some sort of vehicle. So cheers to those guys. Keep up the good work, keeping the city road cleans.
All right. Well, I got this wrong, so I'm not going to say it. I was going to give my kudos to whoever invented cheese balls, but it's an unknown person, unknown farmer from Minnesota. So can't go with that.
They are amazing and delicious.
Oh my god! I have to stop myself from eating them. Okay, well, mine shot's pretty easy. It goes into what I'm going to talk about later. But on Lackland, we have this program called Starbase Kelly, where you get a bunch of 10-year-olds and you show them how planes work, and you take them around the planes. It's a week too. It's a week-long field trip. Take them to flight simulators, stuff like that. Really cool and interesting. I was able to volunteer with them this week, so I just want to give a shout out to the people that run that program. It's not easy. It's a fucking lot. They do a class every week for like as long as school's open. So kudos to you, because it's volunteer based. So it's badass.
Hot damn.
Oh yeah, it's so good. So yeah, I was able to go out there and talk to the kids about my job and take them on a C5, show them around, let them climb around in it. And it's like some of the kids made me really sad because they definitely came from a not as well off side of town, and they were like, "This is bigger than my house," and it's a big plane, but still a little sad.
Plane's probably bigger than my fucking house.
It's not that big. You can only fit like 2 tanks in it.
Only 2 tanks?
Mm-hmm.
I could probably get 2.5 in my house.
You can get a few tanks in your house.
It'd be tight. I mean, are you talking like barrels and everything?
Huh? They sit like this.
What kind of tanks are they?
Abrams. Big ass tanks. But yeah, so it was cool. I like being able to volunteer with the kids because they had a lot of really good questions. I had a lot of really bad questions. But one of them was like, it's like the Fortnite bus. I'm like, that's, I guess. That kind of makes sense. But yeah. Kudos to the people that run the program and being able to take them through a realistic flight sim. Because our flight sims aren't like just a screen and a joystick. It moves. Like the whole room moves. So it simulates G forces and everything. It's pretty fucking cool. So they were having a blast. It was just cool to see a bunch of kids having fun. Are you looking up how many tanks you can fit in your house?
Yep.
How many tanks?
Just under 4.
Pretty good. It's a lot of tanks.
It's not. How big's your house? How many square footage is the house that you live in?
I have no idea.
How big is the house that you're looking at?
Let's look it up. Oh, come on. Load, goddammit.
Load, damn you.
Get load. It is 10,000 square feet. 1,800 square feet. 10,000 for the lot, 18 for the house.
So,
did I send you it? It has a pool.
you did not.
I'll send it to you in a second.
So obviously we do need to include the barrel.
Yeah, I guess.
So you could fit 4.69 tanks in your.
Oh, hopefully, future house. You know, gotta get all the kinks worked out first. My first time, so be gentle. God bless the VA.
You've only been looking for like 9 months.
Well, I like it. It's nice, but it's not like super nice.
Why is that picture upside down?
I don't know. Bubble said the same thing yesterday.
Yeah, I heard him. Now that I see it, I'm like, yeah, that's like blatantly obvious.
That's
2-story.
4 bed, 2 bath.
Nice house.
Yeah. I'm hopeful.
If it wasn't in a shitty area, I'd consider it. We're looking for a 4-bed, 2 bath, and that's in the price range.
Mm-hmm.
It's just in a shitty area.
Can't do that.
What?
Live in a shitty area?
No, I'm talking your house is in a shitty area.
Is
the
it?
one that you sent me? Yeah.
Shirts is fine.
No, it's Texas.
Oh, Texas is fine.
It's not.
It's all right.
It's
where the money is right now for me, so that's where I'm staying.
The money can be anywhere.
Not this much money. Actually, it probably can be.
Yep. We've got Ellsworth Air Force Base. Oh, can I tell you a really funny story?
I would love nothing more today.
So I actually haven't told you this yet because I don't know why I thought of it. Well, I brought up Ellsworth and that's what made me think of it. So we went and got our haircuts on this last Sunday. And the place that we get our haircuts, they're not normally open on Sundays, but they've started opening one location on Sundays, and it's Great Clips. And so they bring in, there's like 5 or 6 throughout the city, and it's kind of like voluntold. People can work on Sundays and get, extra shift, extra hours, whatever they want to do if they want to do it.
Okay.
And so it's not usually the normal people that we see. Normally we try to go on like Friday nights or Saturdays.
Mm-hmm.
But so they was a different gal. And I had what's the best way to say this? The most reality TV type person I've ever met cut my hair.
What do you mean?
Well, obviously, as you can see, my haircut is quite simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fade up to the top, finger length on top. My haircut takes 15 minutes tops. In the 15 minutes that we talked, I learned that this gal has cut hair on an Air Force base. She was married to somebody who in the Air Force, because obviously my first question was, oh, were you in the military? No, my ex-husband was. Okay, cool. She then proceeds to tell me about her new husband, how she's pregnant with his child, how she hates his stepdaughter,
Okay.
how much she hates football. This was 15 minutes of conversation. I was just like, holy fuck, you are so much drama. She told me about how she likes to... the reason she was working is because she didn't want to be at home with her fucking stepdaughter. Because she's a little shit.
Is she young?
And she's 2.
Oh, well, you can't hate a 2-year-old.
This lady did. Because apparently her new husband doesn't raise her the way she wants him to. And even her kids are annoyed. I'm like, oh my god, this new marriage is not going to work out. Like, it's a bad thing that you're pregnant.
Bad
Like,
decision.
this is... lady. Like I said, and this was like a 15-20 minute conversation I had with her.
I hate that. I also just don't like people who are genuinely unhappy consistently. Like,
I can't say that she seemed unhappy. I think she enjoys that style of life.
The gossip and the drama,
Yes,
the struggle.
I think she thrives in it.
I did see a Reddit post about that. Like, if you're a dude who typically doesn't care, and a bunch of women ask you a question, like this or that or this or that, decide, just pick something, and like dig your feet in.
Mhm.
And they like it better than if you were just like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally understand that because sometimes the funny part is then when you like do make a decision on something, then they want to get pissed off at you about making that decision.
I can see that.
Like you go with the flow, and it's like, yeah, whatever, kind of like, where do you want to eat tonight? Couldn't care any less.
Yeah.
Are you hungry for anything? No. We could go back to the house and I'll make a fucking sandwich and have a bag of chips and we'll be good.
Yeah.
Because I don't care. Well, no, I don't want to. I want to eat something. Cool. What do you want to eat? I don't know. What do you want to eat? Sandwich and chips.
Did I just
No, come on. What do you want? Like, okay, how about we go get some Qdoba? No, I don't want Qdoba. Gives me heartburn. Cool. What the fuck do you want?
I give her 3 options typically. I ask for any hard no's right off the bat. Give me a hard no. She's like, well, I just had ramen, so let's not do Asian food. All right, perfect. Italian, American, or Mexican. She picks one.
Just you completely eliminate all Asian food because you just ate ramen?
I mean, yeah. Because when
What?
we get ramen, we get sushi. So that's a double whammy. And then we typically don't try.
You can eat sushi. You can just eat sushi on its own.
No, you can't.
Yeah, 100% can.
No, you can't. There's not enough of it.
Oh, I do it every week when
You'll
we.
spend,
Well,
$200 in sushi.
no, you go get spicy salmon, a spicy tuna, and a shrimp tempura roll, all for yourself. 3 rolls, $16.
for you, maybe one of those rolls is $16.
No,
Here.
they're $16.
Here, one of those rolls is $16.
Why are you getting ripped off? You're closer to the ocean than I am.
I don't know, but like the cheapest sushi I can buy is from HEB, and it's $11 on Tuesday, when it's on sale.
That's like, are these like super fancy rolls?
No.
Like,
The super fancy ones are $16, $17. That's just how much sushi costs down here.
yeah, what's up, Savage Corn? Welcome back.
Oh, the corn boy! I missed him. I was just thinking about him the other day. No, yeah, like sushi down here is stupid expensive unless you go all you can eat sushi, which it's like $25 a person, which is okay. I'll do that. Right, that's fine.
Those two things do not make any sense. It's $16 a roll or $25 for all you can eat.
Yep.
And it's got to just be trash. Like, you have got to like want to vomit afterwards.
It's pretty good. Some of them are a little weird, but it's pretty good for the most part. It's sushi's stupid expensive down here. I don't know.
But that doesn't make any sense.
I don't control the price of the fish.
I'm not saying you do control the price of the fish. I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense. Why would it be super cheap up here versus super expensive down there?
I'll even look up a random Japanese restaurant, and I'll look at the sushi. That's Kobe. That's going to be super expensive. Suko, Japanese cuisine.
Is sushi Japanese?
Yes.
Do they have Chinese sushi?
No. Well, I mean, maybe they have something related to it.
Or like Korean sushi?
The Fire Dragon roll at this random Japanese restaurant I just looked up is $28.
What the fuck?
Salmon mentai, 21. Shiro, 20.
How about just a fucking tuna roll?
A California roll is $11.
That's fucking ridiculous.
It's just the price of it.
Like, my wife and I go and I get the 3 rolls that I told you: spicy tuna, spicy salmon, shrimp tempura. And I'm not doubting you.
Yeah.
I'm just flabbergasted by it. Because I get the 3 rolls, she gets usually like their steak hibachi grill. They don't have like a hibachi grill in front of us, but they bring it out with vegetables, rice, noodles. And that's like, with sodas, is like, we spend $45 with tip.
I wish.
Like, and I get mad because then they're like, if you pay with card, $3, 3% more. And I'm like, fuck you, I will bring cash.
Sushi's just expensive. So when we get sushi, it's like a splurge, and we're getting ramen. Like, we're fulfilling 2 different cravings at the same time. I'm gonna get a bowl of ramen, usually tonkatsu or a shoyu, and we're gonna split it, and then we're gonna split 2 rolls. We each pick a roll.
I will say I've been surprised at how expensive ramen is when I get it.
Well, if you look on how to make ramen, it kind of makes sense why it's so expensive. Just like how barbecue is so expensive, it takes so much time to make good ramen. You're paying for the time, the 24-hour boil on the pot, like for the broth, like, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's really good. I love a good bowl of ramen, but it's When in Japan, it was like $5.
The sushi that you get, does it come with soup and salad as well?
No.
Ours always comes with soup and salad. And I'm
wish.
like, I want the fucking salad, and don't bring me, it's like miso soup. I just want the mushroom soup.
I love miso soup. The clear onion soup?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's got seaweed in the bottom, and I fucking can't stand that shit.
No, that miso, yes. But the mushroom soup, it has mushrooms floating in it?
Mushroom soup? Oh.
That's clear onion soup.
Oh, that stuff's amazing.
So if you want to learn how to make it, you can't Google mushroom soup. It's clear onion soup.
Noted for when I don't ever want to make it.
It's chicken and beef broth combined. And a lot of onions.
That sounds tasty.
It's
I like broth.
Yummy. It's a super yummy soup. Don't get me wrong. I agree. Miso's my favorite, though.
I just can't ever do miso. It just sounds too weird.
You know what it is?
It just reminds me of the miso honey.
It's fermented bean paste soup.
Oh, that's probably why I fucking hate it.
Maybe. It's definitely a different taste. It's very savory, and I love it. So when we go to our favorite Japanese restaurant, we do the ramen and all that, and then I'll end the night with a bowl of miso soup. That's like my dessert.
End the night?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the bodies,
Have you
Thomas?
have you ever ended a night with a bowl of soup? Just
No.
broth? You should. It's
No.
like drinking hot tea for other people, but it's meat tea, and it's wonderful. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Weirdo.
I am, but it's yummy. But yeah, no, I mean, and that's not even getting like because usually I'll get like donburi to go, so I can eat it tomorrow, which is like an egg rice meat dish, super yummy. Yeah, I'll spend $100 if we go out to eat sushi. Easy.
Agreed, Savage. He is.
What?
You're so far down that rabbit hole, you can't even see a way out.
I can't. And
It's like ending the day with cake every day.
I'm not a cake eater. I like savory foods, so I'm gonna end it with soup.
Fucking weirdo.
The Campbell's soup and hands, my favorite.
Yeah, we've talked about this. Your fucking coffee cup, soup cup, whatever it is.
Yep. It's like soup. Nothing wrong with it.
Do you just keep saying that to convince yourself that there's nothing wrong with how much you like soup?
Yep. Also,
Okay.
I do really like what's it called?
Okay, so on the inverse, Mexican food here is incredibly cheap.
As
Like-
it should be.
Like I can get a case of breakfast tacos with a bunch of different shit for $12, and it's 12 tacos.
12
With salsa.
tacos for $12?
Yeah,
I can do that too. I go to Taco Bell.
that's different, and you cannot get 12
I
tacos for
know.
$12 anymore.
I know. I don't know how much they are.
And they're breakfast tacos, so homemade tortillas, like everything, super yummy. That's like Mexican food is super cheap.
Do you ever get like Mexican food that's like almost made for white people and
Absolutely.
it's super fucking bland?
No, and I love it. I love white people Mexican food.
I got like there's this one local restaurant that we go to and my wife loves it. Although I don't know why she fucking loves it. Like all she ever gets is 3 cheese enchiladas with rice and beans. I'm like, honey, that's the easiest fucking thing to make at home.
Holly does that. I can give you an enchilada recipe, by the way, if you ever want one.
But so I like to go and I'm like, I want something good.
Yeah.
And there was this one time I got a chicken burrito when we were there.
Ooh. Was it a smothered burrito?
It was not.
Uh,
But I tell you what, you want to know how much seasoning was on that chicken?
not a lot.
None. It was fucking dry. It was like they fucking boiled chicken and threw it in this fucking burrito.
They might have.
And I'm just like, what in the fuck is going on? So then I learned my lesson and I'm like, cool. We went to this other place this actually like 2 weeks ago and they had the little pepper on the side. And I'm, I like spicy food, but I'm also like kind of a pussy when it comes to it. Cause it's like, I don't want to get something that like fucking burns my asshole and like I can't make it through the meal. Like I'm paying for a meal and I'm not going to fucking send it back. If it's too spicy for me, that's on me. So it had the pepper next to it, and it was it was called a Mexican burrito, was what it was called. It had red sauce on half, cheese in the middle, and then green sauce on the other. Which green sauce, fucking shit. I fucking do not like green
salsa verde.
I don't like the green salsa verde. But anyway, I start eating this thing thinking, all right, let's wait for it to kick in. The salsa that I got from Costco that's medium was hotter than this fucking burrito.
Yeah, because you're in the middle of the Midwest. Of course, it's not going to be spicy.
I've had spicy stuff before, and I'm just like, I was quite disappointed. I mean, I had a torta at a fucking food truck.
That's a food truck. That's different. That torta was probably good, wasn't it?
It was okay.
Yeah, I guess you didn't. I guess you prefer tortillas.
I do.
And
I like a burrito.
That's the only difference between a torta and a taco. It's just made with bread. Because that's it.
I prefer a tortilla.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer the bread. I like the crunchy, buttery. I don't know.
And I like, and maybe it's just because I associate bread with certain things. Like, I'm not going to go make a fucking peanut butter and jelly tortilla.
I've done it. It's actually not that bad.
I would believe that it wouldn't be that bad. I would probably do it if I didn't have any bread. But my homemade sourdough bread that I make is fucking way better with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. But I think it would absolutely be fucking horrible if I took the taco meat that I have left over in my fridge and fucking made a taco on top of this sourdough bread.
That would be weird.
Exactly.
That wouldn't taste very good.
So, I think there's a time and a place for it.
Yeah, I agree. I got to use my Camp Chef, by the way, for the first time.
Sweet. How was it?
I fucking love that thing. So it's gas and it has the burners, and you know usually just like a couple little flames for like a camping stove. It was like 20 different ports all shooting white hot fire. Like I had it on low and it heated the pan up like that. This thing is the fucking tits. I loved it. Made smash burgers, of course, which we can buy here at HEB. We can buy cowboy burgers, which they're burgers with veggies and bacon mixed into the ground beef. So they're fucking yummy. Onions, cilantro, herbs, other herbs and stuff, bacon. Oh yeah.
Okay. You kind of lost me when you said veggies there, because I'm like,
Veggie
you got a
burger.
burger with fucking broccoli.
It's more
what
like
fuck are you
the
like,
onions and stuff.
if it's got onions, like
Yeah.
onions and bacon and cheddar. Yeah, I've had those cowboy burgers before.
They're fucking
yeah,
good.
like the bacon cheddar burgers, and yeah.
Oh, it's so fucking good. I love that little thing though, dude, because she got me a little attachment that's a griddle that sits on top where the burner is.
Mhm.
I made fucking breakfast. I got up to make breakfast just because I wanted to make breakfast on that thing. I only ate one taco, but I made a shit ton of breakfast.
Yeah.
It was fun.
You'll get over that. You'll get over it quick.
I'm sure I will, but I just, it was cool. Like the eggs, and I was flipping them perfectly and was frying them with the yolk. Like, oh yeah, yolk on my burger. Mm. And her best friend's boyfriend, he was helping me out. He's grown on me quite a lot. I really like him now. But like we had to melt the cheese on the fucking burger. So like I had the pot, he had the ball of water. He'd spray, I'd uncover. Like we had a fucking system going. We had like a bunch of burgers going on at once.
You had a system going to melt the cheese on burgers with steam.
To cook the burgers, to melt the cheese, to also cook the bacon. We had it all going at the same time, and we were just fucking because it was really hot. Because I mean, a smash burger cooks fucking fast as shit.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
You've had my smash burgers multiple times. I know how to cook smash burgers.
They were really good. They were really, really good. Holly's really excited for the camping trip this year. If there's going to be one.
Probably not.
No. Well, okay.
There's a lot going on with my mill's 60th, and if we have to come down in November for a wedding, and my wife has to save up her PTO because she had to use almost all of hers with what happened in September.
Oh. Well, if you come down, we'll come see you. We'll go stay at an Airbnb nearby.
Well, we're coming down for Christmas this year. This is our year for Christmas.
Oh, yeah. We'll absolutely come see you then.
But we're also... I was told that I'm supposed to come see you in November.
Oh, for my brother? For Junior?
Yeah.
He invited you?
Yeah, like he texted me like right away about it and was like, "You better be ready to come down."
Okay, cool.
I was like, so.
Funny thing is he's not inviting Egg.
I am a little hurt by that statement.
Why?
Because you made it sound like Egg is better than me and should be invited,
No,
and
Egg
I
was
shouldn't.
The maid of honor at my sister's wedding.
So
And, like, comes to family events.
yeah,
So she's more inundated into the family. You're definitely more inundated into the brothers, like me, Junior, Carlos. I mean, yeah, especially if you come down. Oh my God, we go to Fredericksburg. Brittany would love Fredericksburg.
and her and your mom can meet and talk about fucking books.
We'll make them go to Fredericksburg together. There's a shit ton of wineries. It's only $10 for a tasting, and we get blasted.
Sweet.
Me and you can handle the boys, like whatever.
There's no handling the boys. If anything, they handle me.
Exactly. There's a bunch of really cool stuff, like parks and stuff over there. Like they have it so parents can go have fun and kids can have fun at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like a whole town like it. It's super awesome. That would be so much fun. Wow. You got me all excited. Plus, we can get
Well, like I
some
said,
for later.
that's pending on
Yeah.
him, but
Yeah.
he's after he got engaged, I just said congratulations, that's awesome, whatever, and he's like, yeah, you better be ready to come to the wedding.
And then, of course, Christmas. I didn't know you were coming, so if you're coming, we'll go get an Airbnb up there too.
Yeah, we do every other year for
Mhm.
Christmas,
Absolutely, I will
and
go see you.
you know,
Especially if Max
uh,
wants to shoot guns. I'll buy ammo.
oh yeah, oh yeah. You don't have to buy ammo. He's probably been packing fucking cool 1,000 rounds.
Yeah, but still, I always feel bad. Like I don't bring something,
Yeah,
Gotta bring something.
you can bring the hamburger bandit, the Hamburglar. That's what we should call him, the Hamburglar.
Who's the hamburger, Matt? Hamburglar.
Who is it?
Yeah, who is it?
Gabe.
Yeah, he does have a new baby, so maybe not.
You can travel. You can travel with babies.
I don't know. I don't know how his wife would feel about it. He'd want
I
to
don't
come.
either.
He wants to do the Ren Fair this year, actually. But if I do the Ren Fair, I gotta buy a suit of armor.
Yeah, and if you're buying a house, you can't buy a suit of armor
Oh, I know. I can buy anything.
forever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hmm?
I was talking to my dad about equity and property taxes, which I do have to pay until I retire. Then I don't have to pay them.
I feel like you're just throwing out words. I was talking to my dad about equity and property taxes and PMI and
No, he told me because I didn't understand what equity was.
so what is equity?
I
Please
still don't
explain it to the
understand what
class.
equity is.
You still don't understand what
I
equity
know
is?
it's money that you're putting into the house.
No.
Isn't it money you can borrow against from the house that you've already put in?
Well, technically.
Yeah.
So what equity is so how much money your Jeep's paid off now, right?
Yep.
You have equity in your Jeep, meaning your Jeep is worth X. So we're just going to go with nice round even numbers. Your Jeep is worth $10,000.
It's definitely worth like
You
double that.
owe $0. I said we're going nice, easy, round numbers. You owe $0 on it. So you have, as of right now, $10,000 in equity in your Jeep.
Okay.
A Jeep is a depreciating asset, so it's not exactly the best example, but like a house or land is an appreciated asset. So when you have equity, if you have a house, let's say you buy this house that's worth $250,000, and let's say you finance the whole $250,000.
Yeah.
And then let's say the housing market crashes and the house a year from now is worth $200,000. You would then have what's called negative equity of $50,000, meaning you owe more than what it's worth. That's
Okay.
negative equity. Versus go the opposite way, where you pay $250 for it, and then it appraises a year from now, and it's worth $300. You have $50,000 in equity.
Cool.
Does that make sense?
It does.
Or are you just saying cool and
No, I
nodding
get
your
it.
head?
The Jeep is what helped me figure that out.
It's
Jeep
just
now.
it's how much cash value something has versus what you owe on it.
Yeah.
So like when your dad's referring to like being able to borrow against it, like an equity, it means like you could take out a second mortgage and redo your house or things like that.
Cool. Cool.
Cool.
And I said the thing about property taxes because when I retire from old Uncle Sam, I won't have to pay it.
Is that a thing in the military?
Yeah. It's a Texas VA thing. Pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Because I'll be using the VA.
Because it is kind of bullshit that like you can own land, but you still have to pay on it every year.
Yeah, no matter what.
So like I could buy a piece of land, pay it off, and allow my family to live on it and raise animals and do everything, but they still have to come up with a way to make money to be able to pay fucking taxes.
Yep. That is bullshit. I agree.
So unless you put a church on it and then you become tax exempt,
Mm.
or an NFL
Ag.
franchise because
And-
they're also tax exempt.
Ag exemption is a thing too, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, like I've heard people talk about it. A certain amount of animals per acre and a certain amount of crops per acre. It's an ag exemption, so you don't have to pay property tax on it.
But I'm sure you have to probably like sell or something like that. Like it has
Probably.
to be an export,
Yeah, probably.
you know, as opposed to be if you just wanted a self-sustaining scallop farm.
Is that a thing people are doing?
No, I don't know. I
Scallops.
just wanted to say self-sustaining scallop farm.
I guess you could. They grow fast. Not that fast though. And they kind of taste like ass. So you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot there.
Yeah.
I do love a good oyster though. With Tabasco sauce and lime juice. We do oyster bake right after on Good Friday. Pretty fun.
See, oysters can't be good. Something that you're just supposed to swallow and not chew. Like you're just supposed to put it in your mouth and swallow it. It can't be good. Because if it was good, you would want to chew it and savor the taste and not just go, it was delicious.
I mean, maybe some people like the taste of oysters. I know I don't. But I'll like it's a whole event.
So
and
it's
you're
not
doing
good.
it. It's a whole event. You're doing it. And you're having fun with your buddies, and you're drinking beer. Specifically, Michis. Gotta get the micheladas going. Do you like Bloody Marys?
No, I'm not a big tomato juice fan.
Mm,
I'll drink them. But
Because we could do micheladas the next time we meet up. That's fun. It's
I
Bloody
just
Marys
do.
with
I just do a breakfast beer.
That's what it is. It's a Bloody Mary, but with beer instead of vodka.
See, I just don't do tomato juice. I just do beer and orange juice.
It's
a breakfast beer.
It is a breakfast beer. They're pretty good too.
Oh, they're fucking amazing.
That blew me away. Beer and lemonade too. That's really good.
Yeah, I've had a summer shandy.
Summer shandy, baby.
See, I prefer an orange beer though, like the Blue Moon or the orange citrus type flavors versus a lemon flavor.
I definitely don't like Blue Moon at all.
Oh, I love Blue Moon.
I'm definitely not a big fan of Blue Moon. And that's fine. Like that's okay. I remember I wanted to like Blue Moon, and I tried it a bunch of times, but it's very weedy, and that just doesn't vibe for me. Very
I like
weedy
wheat.
beer. Kind of surprised that cracking in on the Buffalo Trace. It's been on my shelf for a while, but it's going down really easy. That's the danger. Probably, I don't know. Yeah, but no, there's a bunch of really cool stuff. Bubbles is coming to see me in May.
Heck yeah.
That'll be really.
Yeah,
fun.
I saw the whole group chat. I didn't chime in and be like, fine, nobody come fucking visit me, you dickheads. But I'm kind of just the outsider of this whole group, so it's cool.
Are you?
I am.
That's
I am.
That's so
I'm not trying to be dramatic. I am. Like, you guys are all young kids without families. Well, Gabe's starting a family now, but, you know. And I'm the random old dude
You're our old man. We need you.
with dogs and kids.
Yeah. We're definitely gonna need you here soon. Everyone's got families. Need the guidance.
Yeah. You guys figure it out just like I did.
Yeah, I figured I would. They're kids. They're fucking awesome.
Mhm.
It's just a personal belief of mine. Kids are fucking cool as shit. Like my boss brought his kid into work the other day because he was sick, and he's 5.
Mhm.
And he was like, because we share an office, and he was feeling really bad about it. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I know, it's the kid, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't care. I brought I had my Switch with me because we played during lunch, and I gave the kid the Switch. Like, here you go, buddy. Just hang out. Let me know if you need anything. Made him fucking pizza rolls I had in the freezer. Like, kid was vibing.
especially a kid like that just hangs out.
That's how most kids are now,
Yeah.
especially if you put video games in front of them.
Yeah, I'm sure I didn't do him any favors with that, but
You did not.
it's just one of those things.
Yeah, I mean,
Ooh, I got tackled by a dog.
ooh,
That
like on
was-
purpose?
Yes, that was super fun. So the canines train at Lackland, right? They get trained at Lackland,
Mhm.
the Malinois, and they use our field in our parking lot to do their training once a month for like a week. And so I was down there shooting the shit with them because they're security forces. They're super cool. typically, not always, but they were like, "Hey, you want to get bit?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I want to get bit." So you put on like the bodysuit and everything with like the arm,
Mhm.
and so I put it on, and I'm here thinking because the dog's pretty small, like maybe 70, 80 pounds. Like I've definitely seen way bigger dogs, right?
That's a small dog, a 70, 80 pound dog. That's a giant that's a big dog.
And I've seen them at like 120, 130. So compare that, compare and contrast. Especially the German Shepherds were huge. And so I was like, I bet you if I fucking, because they're like, do whatever you want. Like, it's fine. Just don't hurt the dog. I was like, I bet you if I like thrust into it, I'll be fine. You know, like I could like hold back the dog. That dog took me the fuck out. I thrust into it and I just went boom, just on my ass in a second.
As somebody who's gone against you in a bubble, you're not very strong.
I'm okay.
You're mid.
Yeah, mid.
Hey, that's something we need to talk about. When did S tier become like the top tier fucking? Why is it not A tier, B tier, C tier? When
Sonic
did
the
S tier
Hedgehog.
become Sonic? I've never seen that.
Sonic the Hedgehog. So you and for the Sega, when you finish the map, you get a tier. If you finish the map perfectly, you got the S tier. And so it started in Japan, and Japan's kept it going since then. Like when you do above and beyond, it's S tier. S, and it's usually like a golden S. And there's even like SSS tier, SS tier. It's a thing. S is the tier, the highest tier. I think they did it with Devil May Cry as well. Super popular video game. So yeah, it's just.
I guess I had never noticed it before, and then I saw it on something. Somebody was rating something. It was some kid that my kids were watching, and he was rating the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books, and he's like, "This one's S tier," and I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" And then like 2 days later, you guys were talking about it, and I'm like, "God damn it, what the fuck is going on?"
It's been like that for decades, dude. You're way behind.
I guess I was even around when Sonic came out.
I figured you were. You're super old.
I played like the original Sonic on Sega.
Clearly, you weren't very good if you never got S tier.
Maybe I just never cared about what tier I got and was more worried about fucking being awesome at the game.
Oh, I guess in Japan they also use S as a ranking academically, so that makes sense. S is often used to represent superlative grade or ranking, signifying something special or super above the standard A grade.
So it's like an A plus.
Essentially, yeah. It's just better than A. Which makes sense why it's in a lot of video games, because that Japan comes with
Video games come out of Japan.
a lot of them do. Yeah, you can see
They do.
Sonic right here. You can see. Cool. But yeah, glad I could be your young man for a minute there.
Yeah.
Tell you the way of the world. No, it's just. Oh, actually, there's a few new games coming out. I definitely want to try. A lot of zombie games. Did you see that?
Nope.
One specifically, I'm very
Excited
excited.
to play with you.
Oh, the RV zombie game?
Oh, they're not two. But State of Decay 3 is coming out.
Okay.
We had a lot of fun with 2. So.
We did. I actually played that one before we even met and had fun with it.
Oh, it's a great game. But
I am pretty disappointed that Civ 7 got terrible reviews.
yeah, me too. Let's go.
And especially like if it got mid reviews for $70, I might have considered it, but like getting shitty reviews and being $70, like go fuck yourself.
Let's look at them now. Well, it says mixed. Now it's mixed instead of mostly negative. Yeah, but most of the ones I'm seeing are negative. Yeah. And you know,
Well, how much are you really going to change and update in that game?
Apparently a lot. Like, you can't pass anyone up in the technology anymore. Everyone progresses together during the ages.
Well, that's fucking stupid.
That's what I said. Stuff like that.
Like, there's still giant differences in fucking technology
Oh.
in the real world.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't believe me, go watch Ukraine and Russia fight. Ukraine's got fucking drones and they're blasting fucking dudes with shotguns.
And you can't win until the last age.
Okay. Did you see the one where that fucking drone was spawn camping on top of a fucking armored vehicle?
No, but that's awesome.
There was a guy watching it, and he's like, "This is real life spawn camping." And you just see a dude fucking open a hatch and stick his head out, and you can just see the barrel pointing down. I was like, "Oh fuck!"
Well, and the people that are piloting those drones are like 15. They're teenagers. I don't give a fuck. Until they put people down. I mean, that's the future of warfare right now.
Yeah. What movie was it? There was a movie about a guy who was a drone pilot.
Oh, and he had PTSD from it, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
I think it was the guy who played PETA in the Hunger Games, if I remember right.
I think so. That sounds about right.
I don't remember the movie though.
I kind of want to get Monster Hunter Wilds. Fuck. Did you ever play the Monster Hunter games?
No.
I don't know if you'd like them, to be honest with you.
Probably not.
Very cool. Good monster hunting, open world, cool concepts, but the combat is very slow.
Okay.
And it's every weapon's different. And it has a different combat style. It's very Japanese, you know. You gotta master your one chosen weapon. So, I mean, I always liked it. I had a good time with it when I played the first Monster Hunter, like not the first one, the second one. Super fun, super great, but
I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of geeking out on Marvel Rivals though.
I could tell.
It's been
It's good. It's a good game.
well, and it's fun when you're not getting shit on.
I get shit on a lot, Matt.
Yeah, so that makes it not fun.
It definitely makes it not fun.
But I don't know. They've been catching some heat though too, because I guess there's been a noticeable movement speed difference in lower frame rates versus higher frame rates. So like the higher frame rates you run, you actually move faster and are like able to do things different than people with lower frame rates. And they've caught some heat for having bot lobbies.
Yeah, but I don't hate the bot lobbies as long as it stays the quick play.
Yeah, it's all quick play. And, you know, like, if I'm getting shit on for 4 in a row,
Yeah.
and then I catch a bot lobby, and they've even said, like, it'll be 6 bots on the other team and 2 bots on your team. But, yeah, I've had some fun with that.
I mean, I'm okay with it. I need a little, like...
Yeah, I need a little pick-me-up every now and then. There's plenty of bots in Fortnite and plenty of other places.
I'm not mad about the bot lobbies. The frame rate thing is kind of ass. I'll admit.
Yeah, like, that's something that has to get fixed. Like,
oh, yeah,
right
I was
away.
creeping on you. I forgot. And I saw your gameplay, your game time for Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. It's been a slow couple weeks at work.
How many hours do you think you played?
60?
Dude, double that.
120?
136 hours of gameplay. It's insane.
You know, the worst part is I'm not that much better for it.
You're better than the rest of us, for sure.
I wouldn't say that.
You're good with the matchups. The only other game that you've played more of is like Valheim, Civ, New World, and your number one most played game. What do you think your number one most played game on Steam is?
Fucking probably. Why can I not think of it? The old school first person shooter game.
Counter-Strike. Yep, absolutely.
Counter-Strike. Yep.
Yeah, you 406 hours of Counter-Strike. I didn't know you were there in Counter-Strike.
I played it for a while, and I got in. I used to get in with like groups of random people and like join clans or whatever.
Okay.
And so I'd just find a group of people, and you'd play together at the same time. Like,
Yeah.
when me and my wife first got together, um, she was working nights, and I was an electrician, and she was working at the grocery store. So I'd work 7 to 3:30, and there was days that she'd work 3 to midnight, and we were newly in love and infatuated with each other. So I'd fucking like stay up till she got off work at 12:30. Well, I couldn't afford to go out drinking every night, and I didn't have a reason to anymore since I met the love of my life.
Correct.
So I had to
Good.
find shit to fill the time, and so I started playing video games and found a group of guys that played every night. And so yeah, we fucking it was Black Ops 2 when Black Ops 2 came out.
I was still in high school.
And God, I would go buy a fucking 175 a crown. I was going through like a 175 a crown a week.
Damn.
Sitting at home by myself, sitting in an apartment by myself, fucking drinking and playing video games with random dudes on the internet and just having the time of our lives. Like, we would play games where we would use only pistols and see who could get the most kills.
Yeah, just the
And
fun
like
stuff.
we were super fucking good to where like we would like destroy the other team playing only pistols
Damn.
because we had gotten so fast and we knew the maps. I mean, we had fucking hundreds of hours in.
I'd be interested to see you play it again, honestly.
I'd be terrible.
Maybe, but it'd be fun. What do you think the game for Steam for me that I have the most game time in?
For you, RuneScape. No, you're not RuneScape. That's Gabe. Guild Wars 2.
No, I do have 400 hours of Guild Wars 2, but it's not my most. It's I'm gonna say it, and you're gonna be like, oh fuck, okay.
So I would know it.
Yes, but I don't think
Valley.
you've ever actually. Yeah, you're right. Stardew Valley, 538 hours with just my Steam. I've also played on my phone and my Switch. I think I have like several hundred hours on my Switch. It's my favorite game, dude. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's my fucking favorite game.
You and Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee likes Stardew Valley.
Oh yeah,
Well, now
loves
I hate
it.
Now I hate Stardew Valley. I'll never play it again.
Bet.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I am curious. I do have my Xbox stuff pulled up. I am curious to see one specific game that I know I put a lot of hours into. Where is it? I know it's going to be more.
I switched my Xbox accounts at one point, so mine won't be accurate.
I've had this one not since I started at college. Yeah.
Okay.
So this one's pretty up there for me.
I did. I changed my name in Marvel Rivals today.
Oh, did you? To what?
You'll have to wait and see. I either think you're gonna be happy about it, or I don't see you you're not gonna be mad about it, because let's be honest, you don't ever get mad about anything. You're kind of like me.
Yeah, that's why we get along though.
Yeah.
It's like the whole point.
But I'm not gonna lie, I played it a little bit off of you. That way people know we're friends in lobbies.
Okay. Something foul related, maybe?
Nope.
Hey, what are you getting to? Hold on.
Yep, you're good. So yeah. If you're playing Savage Corn, I don't know if you play Marvel Rivals at all, but if you'd like to join us, we have been playing that. It's a free game. Always looking for good DPS, because apparently those are the hardest fucking thing in the world to find.
Yeah, I'm really bad at it. Actually, I'd say I'm pretty decent, but I'm not good enough to play comp with it yet.
I bet you are, compared to some of the fucking DPS that we've had.
That is true. We've had some bad ones. There's no way for me to search. There's one game I want to verify how many hours I have before we get off.
Call of Duty.
No,
You definitely have a ton of hours in Call of Duty. We had a ton of hours together in Call of Duty.
there's literally a website designed to tell me how many hours I've wasted in this game. It's
Single player. What are single player indie rogue games like? What's a single player indie rogue game?
I mean, I guess like, isn't it Ares? Not Ares.
Somebody just saw thousands of hours.
Holy shit, Matt! Guess.
Halo 2.
No. So it's Destiny.
Oh, Destiny.
Destiny. When it first came out, Destiny 1 is where I put the most hours into a single video game in my entire life. I was 19.
19. I'm going to say 2,000 hours.
Very close. 2,500 hours.
I got to pull up a calculator for this.
2,500
hours
into Destiny. Destiny, that's a combination of Destiny 1 and 2. It is a combination. So over the span of a decade, pretty much.
Hades, Cult of the Lamb,
Ooh,
Slay
Hades
the Spire.
Hades is good. Bubbles loves Slay the Spider.
That's what Savage Gordon likes to play. He doesn't like to play
That's fine.
Marvel Rivals and multiplayer games. That's why I was asking single player indie rogue games. So how many days do you think 2,500 hours is?
100 days.
So less than that.
Okay. Whew. Thank God.
But it's 62 and a half days. 62 and a half days of your life. That's full 24-hour days. Or no, that's 40 hours.
Let's do
So that's
8 hours, right? Per. So multiply 62 by 3.
well, let's just do 24 hours in a week, 7 days a week is 168. So for a full week, you've spent 14 weeks. Almost 15 weeks of your life.
And I loved it. I loved every minute of it.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For 15 weeks playing Destiny.
If you do 8-hour spurts, like 8-hour days, it's 186 days.
That's fucking huge days.
Yeah, that's all day. I remember when we did the Vault of Glass, the first raid that came out for the first time. It took us 18 hours because we didn't look up how to beat it. We did it all naturally, and it was a group of us. It took us 18 hours, and we were like the 20th group to beat it at the time.
You know what's super weird? This is totally off topic. Your dog, Maggie, jumped up on the bed behind you.
She did.
And I was watching it, and I almost turned around to yell at my dogs, like, what the fuck are you doing getting on the bed? Because my dogs are not allowed on the bed.
Oh, I let them on the bed.
They have their own beds.
Yeah,
Our beds are for people.
I let them on the bed. I don't mind it. But I clean their paws whenever I bring them inside.
Yeah, I'm too lazy for that.
No, I don't mind it. I like those snuggles, but for like 10 minutes. But my dogs also only like the snuggles for like 10 minutes. So, like, get out of the system and then bounce.
Yeah. I had one dog that was allowed in my bed, but that was years ago.
Is that Layla?
Yep.
I remember her name. She's the reason I send you golden retriever things.
She was a great dog, and the reason I'm going to get another golden retriever someday. I just don't want to do it now.
I do it after Carson dies.
Because then I would ignore my dogs, and I don't want to do that to them because they don't deserve that.
That's fairly
It's not their fault that they're not born golds.
I do like golden retrievers. As you know, Ranger is a good boy.
Mm-hmm. I'm well aware of who Ranger is.
He's kind of a nuisance because he's still 2.
Right. He is a male too. Male dogs
with his
themselves.
Nuts.
Yeah, male dogs themselves are just fucking idiots.
Honestly, the only male dog I've ever liked that I've owned is Orion. Like, he's my favorite. I'm not
gonna lie. If Orion was a human, I'm pretty sure he'd be gay.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. Duncan, the husky that goes to work with us sometimes, licks his wiener a whole bunch, and Orion hates it.
Maybe because he's jealous he's not licking it.
I don't know. Maybe he's a bottom, not a top, you know?
Maybe. Oh, that's a great spot to end the podcast.
Yeah, my dog might be gay.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for watching the Sammy's
I
and Beer
guarantee you
podcast.
there's a website you can join for that.
It's probably a support group. Thank you again, everybody, for watching the Sammy's and Beer podcast. This has been Thomas and Matt coming at you every Wednesday with the same old shit on just a different day. And it's been consistent.
We didn't even talk about fucking sidekicks tonight like you told me you wanted to last night. You must have been drunk.
Oh, I was 2 sheets to the wind last night.
Yeah, I figured.
It's fine.
Gay
Well,
dog
we're
support
doing
group.
that.
That's right, Corn.
We should have talked about sidekicks. Fuck, that would have been really good. A good segue. Oh well. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Matt, any final words?
Take your dog to a gay dog support group. They need the help.
They do. So, or to electroshock therapy.
It's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Obviously.